Hey guys, I just wanted to warn you at home that I'm about to talk about My Little Pony Friendship is Magic. If you couldn't tell by the title, you've been warned now. If you're not a fan of that, just close the video. That's fine. You don't have to do anything else. You don't have to write nasty comments. You don't have to hit the dislike button. If you're not a fan of My Little Pony, you don't have to watch this. No one's making you. I just want to point that out. But yeah, I'm going to be talking about My Little Pony Season 4 and what I thought overall about the finale. Of course, I'm recording this part after the fact because I forgot to mention this. But yeah, just so you guys know. For those of you who stuck around, even if you're not entirely sure if you like My Little Pony, go ahead and give it a shot. I think, and I like to say this, that My Little Pony Friendship is Magic is for anyone, but not necessarily for everyone. I think that anyone can enjoy it, but not everyone's going to, and that's perfectly fine. Everyone has their own tastes. So if you would like to, go ahead. You know, it's a lighthearted show. It's about, you know, a group of ponies and their friends, and they learn lessons about friendship, about each other, that kind of thing. So it's not any serious, you know, plot or whatnot, but I enjoy it, so take that for what it's worth. But yes, now I'm going to backtrack to before I watched this episode. So the one that you see, the me that you see next is gonna be past me, just so you know. We're good. Break! Alright, so I know that I'm a little late, but I'm finally about to watch Twilight's Kingdom Part 2. Tyrek so far seems like an actually really bad dude. Like, villain-wise, it seems like he is the worst so far. Chrysalis could rival him, definitely, I'd say. But with how he's actually being able to take people's magic, including, you know, Earth Pony's magic, dealing with the Earth, obviously, and, you know, Pegasi ability to fly, that's pretty intense. Like, if he gets Twilight at this point, I imagine that the ponies would just be screwed, and that's not gonna happen, because this is My Little Pony, and the, you know, good guys are gonna win. But he seems like a bad villain, you know, and the way that he got Discord to turn and everything. But anyway, part 2, about to watch it, so let's see what happens. He turned on Discord. Whoa. That's some serious magic right there. If you don't want your home destroyed, you don't go to your home when he has that kind of power. She has her own little Kamehameha wave there. Alright. Why didn't he just take her magic right there? Not that I want her to lose, but that would have been a lot easier. Oh snap. They're in bubbles. Don't trade your magic. That'd be stupid. That'd be really stupid to trade your magic, Twilight. Don't do that. Friendship is magic, sure, but is it 4 alicorns worth of magic? He is quite big now. He is quite big. Big and large. Oh no, what's happening? So far, I'm gonna say no to this. So far. Well, that was easy. Alright. Oh, and I guess they're all just back. And just straight back up. Okay. Goodbye. Bye, chest. And there's Twilight's castle, I assume. They all have thrones with their cutie marks already on them. And roll credits? Yes, okay. Well, there was the season finale. I guess now we'll talk about it. Right, so to talk about this finale, I think that Tyrek, it's like the worst villain as in terms of like, who had the most potential for destruction or actually like achieving their goal or whatnot. I think would have to be between Chrysalis and Tyrek. Discord, of course, is awesome, and I love his chaotic magic, and he certainly could do a lot, but I think just character-wise, obviously, since he was able to be redeemed and like turned and whatnot, is just, you know, because their powers and their character, they work together to determine what they could actually do as a villain, and so I think Chrysalis and Tyrek had the most potential. In fact, I want to say Tyrek had the most potential, because I think that the way he lost was stupid. And of course, you know, this is like season 5. Is it finished or is it just going on right now? I don't know, but season 5 has at least started to happen for quite a while now. So I know I'm way behind with having just barely watched the finale of season 4. But you know, so I've heard bad things about this. I've heard mixed things where some people hated this ending, some people loved it. So knowing that, I tried to come in here with, you know, as much of just like an open mind as possible. But even with that open mind, I don't like this ending terribly. I don't, because Tyrek was a bad threatening villain. And really, I don't think that Twilight should have given up her 4 alicorn magic because she was the only one who could rival him. Granted, during their fight, which I thought the fight was cool, actually. It was a change in My Little Pony, having all these beam powers and everything. It was different, but it worked for me. You know, I don't know why he didn't just eat her magic during that one part where he grabbed her. Instead, he threw her into the mountain. I think they could have ended that a lot earlier. Without him having to give anything up, like her friends. But anyway, why give up 4 alicorns worth of magic for the risk of, like, friendship is magic? And again, I know that this show is My Little Pony Friendship is Magic, so you have to do that, because it is, you know, it is marketed initially toward kids. That's what it is. So I get that. But just how Deus Ex Machina kind of thing it was. Because, of course... hold on. I just watched this, right? So I haven't entirely gathered my thoughts, so you'll have to forgive me for rambling and whatnot. So the chest, I'm fine with that. The keys throughout the series or the season, I'm fine with that. You know, the way that Discord had the last key and gave to Twilight, I was fine with that. I didn't feel like that was forced. Once the friends were down and Discord 2 was released and he gave his little token of friendship to Twilight, I was fine with that. They went to open the chest, I'm also fine with that. What happened when they opened the chest was stupid. In my opinion, if you loved it, that's also more power to you. In my opinion, it was a little girl's version of Dragon Ball Z. They all went Super Saiyan because their hair grew, they got pointless, like, bands of color. You know, it was, why? Why the longer hair? Why the streaks? And then they can all suddenly, like, fly and teleport, it looked like. I don't know, but it was just bullcrap. And I get it, the whole season was building up to them opening the chest together, but what I think it should have been is something that they all actually had to work together and still do something with their friendship or plan or something in order to defeat Tyrek. Like, maybe it could have been the tool that they needed to defeat Tyrek, but like that right there, they didn't have to work for it at all. Like, once they had their Super Saiyan-ness, they just went up and magicked him to death. I have no idea what they did. They just pew, rainbow magic, and then he lost all of his power, and that was it. Just like that, that was it. The villain who'd been built up for the, you know, the 2-parter was suddenly gone. Even with all the magic he'd consumed, because they had friendship and now they were Saiyan, they were fine. So I didn't like that. I didn't like that little power part at all. Like, none of it was redeeming for me. I thought that the characters looked stupid. I thought that the idea was stupid, and it defeated their build-up, all the tension that they had built up. I didn't like that. And then to make it worse, the chest then flew off and created a little tree castle for Twilight. I didn't like that either. I didn't. So unless she's acting like she knew what it was all along, or if not, she was totally unfazed by it. Twilight and all of them, again, they had an exact number of thrones for all of them that matched their cutie marks, like, exactly. Which I can kind of understand, because apparently from this 2-parter we realized that, if we didn't know before, that the cutie marks are connected to Pony's magic. Because, again, when the princesses lost their alicorn magic, their cutie marks also went away. But still. So as far as season finales go, I didn't like this one. I didn't. The song at the end didn't, like, it wasn't a bad song. It wasn't. But it didn't, like, make it up for me. And no. I'm a fan of My Little Pony, but this ending was not great in my opinion. And I am used to My Little Pony kind of bullcrapping things like this, where it's, you know, they really stress the fact where it's like, friendship is the most important thing you can have. Sometimes I think you have to work a little harder than that. Now, as far as season 4 goes, I did enjoy this season, I did. And I might just be remembering wrong, but I think I particularly enjoyed it toward the end. Like, there were some really good episodes towards the end there. I think my 3 favorites in this whole season, and of course they could change when I next, like, look over them or whatnot, but I think they'd have to be Pinkie Pride, Mod Pie, and Testing 1 2 3, if that's the title. It's something like, it's where Rainbow needed to study. Pinkie Pride first, because the songs in it, there were so many great songs in that one, and I love Weird Al Yankovic, and so having Cheese Sandwich there was great. It was just a really good episode, you know. Pinkie Pie was let down, but then she built herself up really quick, and then she fought for what she believed in, and then she had that little epiphany, and then they worked together, and we realized that Cheese is just doing it for her kind of thing, and then Rainbow has a great party. It was just a good episode all around, in my opinion. Mod Pie was just funny, because Mod was funny. I didn't think that she was, like, condescending or anything like, or arrogant. I just thought that Mod was this completely different girl than Pinkie Pie. It was nice to see her relationship with her sister. It was nice to see the other ponies interacting. I thought that Maud's lines and delivery were really funny, and it was an enjoyable episode for me. And then Testing 1 2 3. Rainbow Dash is my favorite character with Applejack. I usually say Applejack and Rainbow Dash are tied, but in reality I think Applejack is just a titch below Rainbow Dash, you know? So Rainbow's my favorite. And so this one was really good because, again, it was another Rainbow-centric episode where I didn't think that Rainbow was portrayed as a kind of, like, as a ditz or as a douche, or, you know, like, because some of those character development episodes, they really, like, stretch something. Like, I didn't like the episode with Daring Do because they made Rainbow, in my opinion, seem really stupid. They took away what she was good at until, of course, the very end, where it does redeem itself with how she learns. But you know, I don't like that episode for most of it. But this one, you know, I'm pretty sure I like throughout the entire thing. The other way, or the ways that the other ponies interacted with Rainbow to try to get her to learn, I thought that was, you know, I thought it was really fun, especially Pinkie Pie's little rap, and seeing Vinyl again was great. And then just seeing how Rainbow ends up learning at the end, that was awesome. She's like, she's brilliant, and it was really cool to see. It just made me happy. Of course, those don't have to be your 3 favorite episodes from the season, and again, they might not be mine if I were to talk about this later on, but right now, those are my 3 favorite episodes. Just to wrap this up, I did not really like Part 2. I liked the finale as a whole, but the way that Part 2 ended, I thought sucked. So I did not like the way it ended, the way Tyrek was defeated, the way the ponies looked, just aesthetically, I did not like that. That was just shouting, hey, we're gonna make more toys to sell this to little girls. And then the castle thing. That was stupid. Stupid. Let Twilight continue ruling from her library treehouse. Just, I know it was destroyed, but they're magic. They can rebuild. They did that with the Pear Sprites, didn't they? So, those are my opinions. I didn't mean to offend anyone. I know I said things like stupid and it sucked a lot of the time. Again, I really don't mean to offend anyone. If you liked that thing, I am not at all against that. You know, more power to you. I really respect your decision and everything. And so when I say it, please be nice in the comments when you talk about your own opinions. Please do be nice in the comments. Because, again, you know, it's fine to have different opinions, but we need to also try to show respect to one another. So if we can do that, that would be great. I'd be happy to discuss things with you or to hear discussions. But yeah, we're gonna call it here. So with all that, thanks for watching. I hope you enjoyed that, and if you did, of course, feel free to like, comment, and if you're new, even subscribe. It means a lot, it really helps me out, and I would love to have you guys. So, tune in next time for my next video, and until then, take care. Cue outro, go!